On today's Improversation, we talk about the NHL, the NBA, a little bit of golf, a little bit of the Euro Cup.
Touched upon what some people like to call boxing.
Yeah, a little bit of the Floyd Mayweather, Logan Paul, right? Yes.
One of those.
We get into some black hole talk, simulation theory. We do another big science fact of the week. And then we debut a new segment, Real or Freal.
Correct. Freal, for those of you that don't know, we mention it in the podcast, so listen.
Yes, but as always, our sponsor, Bean Bundle, we will do the ad read, and you guys voted. Coach Hines will be the celebrity character impression ad read. Mike's a little bit nervous.
It's tough. It's a tough one.
But it's improvisation. We're gonna give it our best go.
I wish our buddy Jermaine O'Neal was here. He did a fucking great Coach Hines impression.
I mean, he voted for it, so he'll be very happy to hear it.
I'm sure he will.
All right, everybody, listen up or I'm cutting off your ears with shears. Today's Improversation is sponsored by Bean Bundle, Canada's newest coffee subscription. If you guys love coffee, Bean Bundle's just for you. Every month you get to try different, trendy, and hip roasters from across the world. And the best part about it is, hey, listen up! It's delivered right to your door. It's very simple to get started, all right, guys? The first step is to choose how much coffee you want per month. For example, hey, listen! For example, I would order myself 2 12-ounce bags, and that's roughly enough coffee to last me the month, all right, Yamanashi? The next step, choose how you brew at home. Hey, you! Tell them how to get started.
There are many ways to brew. Do you use a filter? An espresso machine? Do you like light, medium, dark roasts? Ultimately, the choice is yours. Now you must be thinking, how can I make coffee without equipment? Well, shit, that's impossible. Not to worry. Bean Bundle's got you covered. All you have to do, visit beanbundle.com. Use promo code IMPROV25 and you'll save 25% off month-to-month subscriptions. It's free shipping across Canada, Great White North, up north of the United States. And all you gotta do is use that promo code. All right, Yamanashi, I'm talking to you. Listen. Go to beanbundle.com for more.
Episode 2, let's go.
That was rough.
Sometimes I'll start a sentence, and I don't even know where it's going. I just hope I find it along the way.
But I gotta say, I'm just fired up to be here today. Pretty cool, pretty damn cool.
It's only a game. Why do you have to be mad?
Calm down, Greg, it's soccer.
And you can't stay off the weed.
This guy's such an idiot here. Hello? You play to win the game.
Like an improv conversation. An improvisation.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another night at the Barn Karaoke Bar. Please welcome to the stage, in honor of his new all-time high in views and likes of his podcast, Michael Les Garris.
Thank you, everybody.
All right, Michael, take it away.
I'm just an average man with an average life. I work from 9 to 5. Hey, hell, I pay the price. All I want is to be left alone in my average home. But why do I always feel like I'm in the twilight zone? And I always feel like somebody's watching me, and I have no privacy. I always feel like somebody's watching me. Tell me, is it just a dream? Ooh!
Wow, congratulations, Michael, with that cool little 1.5 verse.
I love that, though. That's a sweet riff, dude. That is a sweet riff.
Yeah, guys, so welcome back to another improvisation. If you guys are new to the show, remember to smash that like button. Oh.
Smash
Smash, smash.
That's our boy Kai from Palo Alto, California.
Yeah, that's our boy Kai. So smash that like and subscribe button on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, wherever you listen. Leave a comment or a review. We encourage any and all types. You could follow us at our social media pages.
Follow me.
At Improversation Pod on Instagram and TikTok.
One more time.
Instagram and TikTok, or Improversation Pod.
Follow me.
There you go. You can follow us on Twitter at ImproversationP. Mike, how are your mosquito bites from when we went golfing during the week?
Dude. So we went, right? There was about 5 of us that went. There was a shitload of mosquitoes,
Crazy, dude.
It was tough out there. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to blame the mosquitoes for my poor round. They were good for the first 2-3 days. And my girlfriend, she was getting them real bad. Like she had like 10 on each arm. And like she was bitching and complaining about it. And I was like, it can't be that bad because I don't feel them right now. And she showed me her arm, and there's literally red dots littered all over it. Whatever. I called her, I said, you're being a baby. It's going to be okay.
Well, when I spoke to you yesterday, I said the same thing to you. I was like, dude, my legs are absolutely destroyed right now. I'm getting eaten alive.
Yeah.
And
it was only at that time when you called me that I actually felt them come through, and I couldn't stop scratching my ankles.
Yeah, dude.
All day, and it was driving me nuts, dude. So I do apologize to Natalie for that, because I was pretty harsh.
Yeah, I mean, mine went from my legs 2 days ago, was my arms today. We're actually going golfing on Saturday with a couple of our friends. We're gonna try and shoot some content for you guys. Maybe a little.
Whenever I go golfing, it's just great content because I'm a clown and I suck.
Absolutely, he's like Homer Simpson out there on the golf course.
That's true.
I think Homer golfs, is that right? I don't know if there's even anyone.
He probably golfs as well as I do.
Probably. I've never met Homer, actually. Is he even real? He might be real.
I think it's based off a real person.
It might be. So yeah, we're going to try and film some content for you guys out on the golf course. Maybe like a par 3 challenge or something like that. Mike, his golf game's gotten better. We have actually planned to get some Mackenzie Tour guys on the podcast. That's the Canadian golf tour, and we want to get him to help Mike's golf game. We got to ask him for some tips, show him some swing videos and stuff like that. Yep. So you guys will see a little bit of Mike's golf game.
There's already some good content out there on the social medias.
We'll have to pull it back up from the private archives.
We will and
showcase
deep
it.
Dive archive.
So let's stick with sports here for a bit and just have a little improv conversation on it. The Euro Cup starts today. Past future. We're recording on Thursday, but the Euro Cup does start on Friday.
Correct.
Italy is the first game, I believe. They will be They will be taking on Turkey.
Correct. And I'm half Italian, half Greek. So go Italy, and the Turks are technically the Greeks' nemesis. So
yeah, that's true.
That's in the past.
We did mention before we came to record, when we talk about the Euro for the next couple of weeks, because it lasts about a month. It's usually done by British or English commentators. So we forgot to come up with names for ourselves.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know any. Should we just go with Harry and Ron? Those are like the two actual British names I know off the top of my head.
All right.
So you can be Harry. I'll be Ron.
Harry Tyler and Ron Smith.
Yes, and we'll doing your Euro report.
Yeah.
So Saturday at 9 a.m. we have Wales versus Switzerland.
That's going to be a brilliant matchup.
Brilliant match up and down the pitch. Saturday at noon, we have Denmark versus Finland. Little Homer's trying to get a view of the screen. Belgium and Russia will be the afternoon game. And then Sunday, why don't you tell them what it is, Harry?
Sunday's going to be a great game. It's the natives. The English are going to take on the Croatians. It's going to be brilliant.
That's a very good game. Yeah, it should be brilliant.
All right.
There's more than one game on that day, mate.
Oh, do I have to keep going?
Well, I just want to give the people a bit of information.
Daddy, do I have to keep going?
Yes, you do, unfortunately.
All right, we got Austria. Austria is going to be playing North Macedonia. I did not know there was a South Macedonia, maybe even a West
or an East or South. It's funny you say that, Harry. I thought the exact same thing.
Well, they're going to be playing at Sunday, June 13th at 12 p.m. right on the dot.
And then you have the Netherlands and Ukraine. That should be a good matchup.
It should be a great matchup.
I think we know someone who's
great
got somewhat of a bit of Ukrainian background. Maybe we'll get him on to talk about it.
Maybe we will.
Then you have the Scots taking on the Czech Republic on Monday.
Those Scots lads.
Poland, Slovakia later in the afternoon. You got Spain and Sweden, late afternoon game. And then we have what they call the group of death.
Yes.
Now, these should be very good games. I feel real sorry for Hungary. They're stuck in a group with the Portuguese, the French, and the Germans, mate.
Not the French, not the Germans, the Portuguese.
The Portuguese. Defending champions, actually, Cristiano Ronaldo.
That's true, they are.
So you guys can catch that action. Thanks for tuning in to
I dropped
Update.
The accent. I couldn't do it today.
Well, I'm dropping it, and now it's over. Shout out Nikola Jokic to all the fat guys out there.
Yes, and I represent that guy is proof that you can do whatever you put your mind to. I'm proud of him. I'm really proud of him.
Sorry, I have a soundbite. It's
Man, I'm so hyped right now. Anything's possible. Anything's possible.
It's true.
Anything is possible.
And he proves it. He proves it right there.
He proves it. So that's for all the fat kids out there. Nikola Jokic, MVP.
It's quite unbelievable though. Like they show the guy's accomplished so much already. He's still a pretty young player, and that picture of him like in his bathing suit was circulating everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's like
that bathing
he's known
suit
for more than just being a little fat.
And his passport photo or his license photo or something, he just looked like a chubby little 9-year-old.
Chubby dude, but he's also like 7 feet tall. So
yeah, and I did actually have some stats. I'll pull them up here, but he is the first center since Shaquille O'Neal to win MVP.
Correct.
Pretty good. The lowest drafted player to win an MVP. I believe he went 41st overall in that draft.
Pretty good.
pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
So here's some crazy numbers other than him just obviously being the MVP. He played 72 games. So I think that was the full season this year in the NBA. They cut a little bit of it short because of COVID.
Yep.
599 assists. Jokic.
Like, first of all, that alone is impressive.
Yeah.
You got Anthony Davis, who people will tell me time and time again is the best center in the league, power forward center. And the guy's out more often than not. So like it drives me nuts to hear that.
Third in the NBA in total assists, sixth in assists per game at 8.3. That's a career high. He was up there on a list by most assists by a center in NBA history. Wilt Chamberlain holds a record with 8.6 average in 67. Then it's Jokic this year. Then it's Wilt Chamberlain in 67 at 7.8. So sorry, he did it back-to-back years. And then it's Jokic again from 2018-19 and then 2019-20.
The guy's a walking triple-double. He's unbelievable. I had my boy Julius Randle this year, and he was a walking triple-double this year too, as he has been in the past. But he was
it back-to-back years in our fantasy? We exchanged with him. Like I had him, I gave him to you, or you gave him to me. It was something like that. Something like that.
But I love having him on my team. He's a great player to have him on my team, and he always goes so late in the draft that it's a steal every time. And people always chirp me, even if I take him a tad early.
It's true.
People always chirp me, but I mean, I'm champion this year, baby.
Yeah, it's true. We can't talk shit. But a couple years ago, like it was a bad pick, but in the last 2 years, it ended up working out.
It wasn't a bad pick in the 6th round.
7,269 touches. No other player touched the basketball more this season than Nikola Jokic, and it wasn't even close, apparently. He had 1,077 more than any other player. Yeah. Pretty good. 3,388 points scored or created. That's pretty interesting. So yeah, those are just some of the big stats from Nikola Jokic. So pretty shout out though. Once again.
Respect.
Yeah. So now let's move on to the NHL a little bit.
My mosquitoes are killing me.
You're getting itchy. Quickly, NHL playoffs. You got your Leafs hat on. I got my Islanders hat on.
Yeah. What do those two teams have in common? Tell me.
Lou Lamoriello.
Yes, one team had him and one team has him.
Yeah, I mean, I should have pulled up some tweets, but I saw the tweet. It was like contracts Lou signed, and someone had mentioned Zaitsev, Matt Martin, and someone else. I think Komarov, whatever the bad contracts were in quotations that he gave out. But someone had countered him with all the great signings that he also had. Yeah. And I mean, it was also the same thing. There was, I think, 6 or 7 guys on the Islanders roster right now that have all played for Lou Lamoriello at this point in time or previously in Toronto or New Jersey. So he's definitely sticking to his guns. Shout out to the Isles. They're playing the Tampa Bay Lightning. That should be a really good game. Mike, quick question. What is a worse troll job? The Islanders playing the Leafs celebration song at the end of the series when they beat the Bruins. So it's, and it's all right, we gotta get right back to where we started from. Or the bozo at the CN Tower that decided it would be okay to light up the tower in red, white, and blue colors in honor of the Montreal Canadiens. Like, how offside is that?
Okay,
Such
so
an idiot here.
Yeah, like
it's embarrassing. That,
it's embarrassing.
that actually happened.
Absolutely embarrassing.
You know, my entire family's Habs fans, so I mean, it's good for them. They're probably happy about it, but like it's super embarrassing that the Habs pulled the upset of the fucking century to beat the Leafs in the playoffs, and then they went on and swept the Winnipeg Jets, and now they're gonna fly the colors over the city that they crushed, the hopes and dreams of an entire fucking fan base, and it hurts to see that. So you know what? The Islanders, they can be petty if they want because they deserve it. You know, whoever disagrees is just going to sit here and you know, you're going to be a crybaby if you disagree, in my opinion. I think it's hilarious. It's something that I would do if I'm trying to piss someone off.
Ultimate troll job. I saw a tweet. It was like, this is how Brendan Shanahan's 7-year tenure has gone in Toronto. Hasn't won a playoff series. Potentially overpaid 4 guys on the roster. The Tavares contract is looking worse and worse every year. And the CN Tower got lit up in Habs colors.
Like what? Is this an alternate universe?
It might be like a simulation theory, like like black holes.
Oh.
Maybe the Leafs got trapped in a black hole and they're never getting out.
That's how I feel.
Yeah, I mean, did you start watching that movie on Netflix? Talk about it a little bit.
I forgot what it was called. The black holes, like the edge of the universe or something like that on Netflix. Our buddy Skakman, he actually mentioned it. He's just sent a fucking video, so he sent us the video, and it was pretty wild. So he sent us a clip, and it was literally just some guy showing this intense calculation of how to calculate a black hole and the mass or the size or something like that. And I love space. I love anything to do with space. I love anything to do with black holes and people's, you know, theories behind it. I love listening to scientists' opinions about it. So I watched about the first half of it yesterday, and I got to tell you, it's some powerful stuff out there. Like you know, if you can try to, and they say this in the film as well, if you can try to wrap your head around how big the universe is and what a black hole is and the concept around it, it will blow your mind. It'll keep you up at night. I'm not even kidding. Like one of the scientists said in the movie, he's obsessed with it because, you know, if he can't find an answer for it, it can defy all the laws of physics, all the basic laws of physics that you know, we base our entire world on, literally. You know, think about like airplanes and shit like that. Mm-hmm. Everything, optics, everything is physics these days, right? So, you know, if these black holes can basically defy the basic laws of physics, then it basically means that anything is really possible at this point. Simulation theory is definitely not out of the question either. So, Do you know what simulation theory is?
I mean, I think it speaks for itself. I think we just kind of maybe went through a simulation theory. Does it feel a little bit less crowded in here all of a sudden?
Yeah, it was stuffy, no? Before?
It was a little stuffy.
Now.
It had us feeling a little yellow in the face, like kind of sick.
Yeah, a little bit, a little jaundice. Little fucking jaundice.
To our producer behind the camera, can we just make sure that it's actually still recording?
Yes.
Do you see a red light to the man behind the curtain? We call him Oz.
Oz.
There should be flashing. It should say recording. We got the thumbs up.
We got the.
Okay, we're good.
We got the go ahead. Houston.
We got the go ahead.
We're good.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So simulation theory. I mean, I think it's pretty self-explanatory. I was having a conversation with my girlfriend last weekend. Actually, we were just sitting outside late at night, and we were looking up at the stars, and we just started talking about space because I had tried to get her to watch a little bit of Rogan's podcast with Neil deGrasse Tyson. I
haven't even watched it.
I was like, this guy, you know, he's an astrophysicist. It's a little confusing, but he talks so easy.
Great guy to listen to.
Yeah, he makes you understand, and he's fun to listen to as well. But we were just thinking that's basically what it is. It's like everything we're doing right now, it's programmed from somewhere. Something is controlling it, and everything is pre-planned.
Speaking of controlling, you might need to go check the camera because I don't know if producer
all right, we'll keep
knows what
talking.
he's doing back there. But yeah, simulation theory. I mean, from what my understanding of it is, I don't really know. I kind of compare it to the Matrix, though. Is that right? Or
sorry, say that again.
Simulation theory, like
I think that's
the concept that's explored in the Matrix. Basically.
What about Inception? Is that kind of simulation theory? Is that like Dream?
Inception's a whole other type of science.
It's an improvisation.
It is. Within an improvisation.
Yes,
it's an
exactly.
Improvisation. I don't know.
Yes.
But yeah, no, that's a different type of science. That's a dream theory, not simulation theory.
Right. But yeah, simulation theory. I saw some simulation theory questions that I actually want to pose to you, and for the people listening or watching right now, you can kind of, I guess, follow along and trip yourself out as well, because I think I'm about to blow Mike's mind.
So what kind of questions are these? Are you going to ask me? Is it like yes and no?
So Mike, if
I don't
Apple,
actually know.
Here we go. You can just look this way the whole time because I have the question on the screen. If Apple made a car, would it still have windows?
False.
That's a pretty bad one. That's just like a stupid joke off there.
But no, I don't think it would have windows.
What about the next one?
Apple
if two
would-
vegans
sorry,
are arguing,
Time out. Apple would have iPads instead of Windows. It would just be an iPad.
You do get
just
the joke
cameras.
though, right?
No. Yes, of course
Apple.
I get the fucking joke. What do you mean, dude?
If two vegans were arguing, is it still considered beef?
It's tempeh. They lost their tempehs.
Adrian Kempe?
Tempeh, get it? No?
I do. If you drop
thought that was
slope,
a good
if you drop soap on the floor, was the floor clean? Or is the floor clean? I wish we had like some Undertaker music in the background to play right now. So if you drop soap on the floor, is the floor clean?
No.
Why?
It's just not. I could drop soap on me and I could still be a dirty fuck. I got to scrub.
If you drop soap on the dirty floor, is the soap dirty?
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
Thank you.
Next one. Which orange came first? The color
or the fruit?
or the fruit?
The fruit, 100%.
Well, how do you know?
I just know. It's a naranja in Spanish, I think.
Oz, do you have any input on this back there? He's got no input.
No.
I think he's dying of heat exhaustion right now. I think that was the last of the simulation theory. That was pretty good. It was pretty lackluster. It's not what I had expected. But I mean, do I really believe in it? I think so. Like you know what deja vus are, right? Deja vus. It's when you get that feeling like this has already happened before, or you've been here before.
Yeah, so I know what it is, but I don't know if you're like trying to explain what the feeling of deja vu is.
But what a deja vu, knowing what a deja vu is, do you think that's part of the theory?
So you
right?
do have a point there. So I've
got a point.
There's like a theory where there's a multiverse, not a universe, right?
Yes.
So multi meaning more than one universe, and uni meaning just one universe, right? So that's part of it. But
the whole universe.
But they're parallel universes. And if you want more information on this, go watch the show Dark on Netflix and watch it in German. It's fucking amazing.
Don't listen to us.
Blow your mind.
Don't
I swear
listen to
to
us.
God. I mean, I'm just reiterating the stuff that I watched, and it was in German reading subtitles. But that show is unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
Thumbs up from the producer as well.
Yeah, it is. It's really good. So
I have to watch it.
so there's a theory that there's a parallel multiverses out there, and when you have feelings of deja vu, it's like sort of when those multiverses kind of cross paths at one point and kind of, merge. And that's why you feel like, yeah, exactly. Everybody clap your hands. To the left now, y'all.
Yeah, that would actually trip me out. I don't know. Like, I will never obviously know. And people probably listen to this right now and they're like, what the fuck are these guys talking about? This is improvisation. I literally had written down on the page, black holes in simulation theory.
Yeah.
And
It's
nothing
good
else.
shit, though, man.
Nothing else.
That stuff will consume you. So, don't get too far into it, because then you'll never watch our show.
Yeah, no, absolutely. What are we doing next? We have this new segment.
You will fall into a black hole if you fucking start reading about black holes.
Do we want to do the big science fact now, since we're still on the topic of big science?
Sure, let's hit it.
Okay, so let me set up this screen record. So I think it was pretty well received, the big science fact last time. Let me just get this ready here. So, science fact of the day. Oh, wait a second. We have a little intro.
Ooh, that's pretty fucking cool.
Magnets! Oh!
I am a scientist. You're a scientist.
Yes, science.
All right, welcome to Big Science once again, ladies and gentlemen. This is our second science fact of the podcast.
Correct.
We're gonna need to maybe actually go to school at one point, because we're gonna run out of facts.
I mean,
we might have to learn some shit on our own.
I think this is one of my favorite segments, though.
Yeah.
I love science.
So last week was baby's bones. This week,
This is an interesting one.
this is very interesting.
This is quite an interesting one.
The Eiffel Tower can be 15 centimeters taller during the summer. How, you might ask? Well, when a substance is heated up, its particles move more and it takes up larger volume. This is known as thermal expansion.
Correct.
Conversely, a drop... Don't pretend like you knew that.
I do, and I will continue this conversation after you're done reading.
All right.
So keep going.
Conversely, a drop in temperature causes it to contract again. The mercury level inside a thermometer, for example, rises and falls as the mercury's volume changes with the ambient temperature. This effect is most dramatic in gases but occurs in liquids and solids such as iron too. For this reason, large structures such as bridges are built with expansion joints,
See those things.
which allow them for some leeway to expand and contract without causing any damage.
Right. So you know what? It was crazy because
I think you just blew my fucking mind.
well, I remember I was in my grade 7 class, right? And we were learning about this shit. States of things like solid, liquid, gas, the 3 states, whatever. When you heat particles up, they tend to expand. So they did a little experiment, right? They had a metal ball and a hoop. And she's like putting the metal ball through the hoop and it's going through. And then she gets a lighter and she puts it under the metal ball and it doesn't fit through the hoop after.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So she used that as an example to say like, okay, that's how particle expansion works or whatever when you heat them up. And I remember raising my hand and I was like, okay, so if you heat something up, particles expand, they get bigger, then how do you explain ice and water? When you put ice in the freezer, like when you put water in the freezer to make ice, it expands.
Yes.
But it's getting colder in temperature. You're not actually heating it up. You're cooling it down.
And it expands.
And it expands still.
Technically, yes.
And I said, explain it to me. And she couldn't. She couldn't explain it to me. And this is my little chubby ass self in grade 7. Just
your
like
little Nikola Jokic self, the yoker.
I
little yoker.
I mean, that's how deep of a thinker I was at that age, even though I asked her dead in the eye. She had no idea. She had nothing to say to me. And I still to this day don't really understand it.
Was your follow-up question, when the fuck am I going to need to know how to make tiramisu?
Yeah, it should have been. It really should have been.
Yeah, I mean, I've never noticed actually, when I read that fact, it said they built in the space for expansion, like the iron, the bridge. I never noticed that.
On the bridges?
Never.
Dude, every time.
Where are they?
They're spaced out evenly, so every time I go over a bridge, if you go over the Skyway Bridge, Burlington, Hamilton,
yes.
Every time it's a dudum.
Oh, that shit.
Dudum. And then,
is that what that is?
Towards the end, it's like dudum, dudum. There's 2 closer to the end. Yeah, that's what they are. Those are the expansion joists or whatever they called them.
Okay, that makes sense. I thought that's just
they allow the bridge to expand a little bit, like a slinky.
I thought that's how they just put it together. Producer, does that make sense? Like, what would you think? You could talk. It's okay. It might not pick up as well, but
yeah.
Are you okay? I didn't know that. I thought that's like actually how they pieced it together, like pieces. Did you ever have as a kid, Thomas, the tank engine, the railroad, the wooden pieces, and like how they always went in different shapes and sizes?
Can you Photoshop my face over Thomas the Tank Engine?
Thomas
instead of the actual face.
For what? When?
Just to put it on, just to have. I would like.
Okay, we'll look into the camera right now. I'll take a screenshot, and then I'll put Thomas the Tank Engine's face right over top, and I'll put it right here. There he is.
Okay, perfect.
Because you were called Thomas at one point. Let's not forget.
I was.
That was at a time when
actually I like that name, Thomas.
It's pretty. You do look like a Thomas. Thomas Michael Henry Phillip
Spider.
Henry Michael Phillip Spider.
Yeah.
That was at a time in university when we all had a bunch of nicknames. And speaking of university, if you guys haven't noticed, we didn't really bring it up actually. New studio background. I found most of our old posters from our apartment in Waterloo.
Wiz is back there.
Yeah, he's hiding behind the Michigan jersey. When we bring up the Land of the Snakes video that we will do commentary on, we won't do it today because I didn't prepare for it.
Neither did I.
But maybe we'll push it to next week.
All about it.
Or not next week, maybe the week after, but we will not forget. But this is what our apartment looked like, and you will notice it in that video.
You will.
So we hung up some jerseys. We got the Bean Bundle thing up there. Walt, obviously inspired with science facts. Eminem, the GOAT from last week's rap, which you're going to try and actually produce next week. Isn't that right, for TikTok?
I actually am planning on producing it. I'm going to finish that rap, and I'm gonna try to perform it on key this time. But we do got Anchorman over here, Ron Burgundy, got Cosmo.
Yeah, I think
it's a fun space.
Probably both of those guys behind me will come up for the celebrity ad read at some point.
Oh yeah.
Are you stressed?
I'm stressed. But yeah, they will. I love. Those are two of my favorite characters.
You're making our producer really lose it back there. So let's do another news segment. So we had the idea for a segment a couple weeks ago. We just came up with the name today.
Rodrigo.
Who's Rodrigo?
Rodrigo today.
Rodrigo today. We'll throw up a picture of Rodrigo
no one knows
today.
Who Rodrigo
right here.
today is. He at one point in his football career played for Roma, and he captained them at left back position. He was
Rodrigo today. I'm actually super excited for the Euro.
Same.
I want to talk about it a little bit because we just went through sports quickly at the beginning, but the Euro Cup, it's one of the best times.
Yeah,
of
and
every
we were
2
supposed
years.
to be there.
Yeah, you and the producer were supposed to be there.
I was supposed to be there.
A couple other of our friends were supposed to be there. It's actually quite upsetting, but you guys got your money back and stuff, right?
We did get our money back, but I mean,
you had to throw the tickets back in the pool or whatever.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. It's kind of shitty. Like, I was really looking forward to it. Obviously, Euro trip, but I've never seen a professional football game before in my life.
You made out with your sister.
Yeah. No, I did not. So I've never. I want to go. Yeah, Euro trip, fucking hilarious.
Great movie.
Too.
Great movie.
And if you ever want to see what the football fans are like, just go watch that movie, and you can
England 5, Germany 1.
Yeah, you can go and see. What those hooligans are like. It's pretty wild. But I was stoked. I was so stoked.
Where were you guys supposed to be going in? Italy, Spain.
Dude, so we were supposed to go. We were gonna fly into
Ibiza?
not us. But we were supposed to fly into Munich, Germany, right? We were going to go see a game at the Allianz Arena. And that arena is like a beautiful arena.
I think I might have told this on the previous podcast, but I drove by it when we went to Europe for hockey. I forget where we were coming from, but we were staying in Munich and we were driving back from the arena, or it might have been the girls' soccer team that we were with. They might have had a game. We were driving back. It was like, it was really late and I passed out on the bus and I think we went over like a bump or someone tapped me something and I happened to wake up and I had my eyes closed and I opened my eyes to the Allianz in like bright red. It was all red. And it was like, it was the most incredible thing. And I was like, and it was around the time, because this was in 2011. It was when
we graduated in 2011.
Yes, 2011. I think it was the finals of the Champions League might have been in Munich that year, and Bayern Munich had just lost to Chelsea. I think it was Drogba in the penalty kicks when he comes across and does like the sliding or whatever, that shit. Yeah, and I was like, that just happened. Our tour guide's name was Otto, and he spoke like this, and
he wasn't like, "Rad, dude, let's go play some hockey, boys."
No, his name was not that Otto, and he was explaining how the Bayern Munich the other night, they just lost to Chelsea in the Champions League, and I was like, "That's pretty cool," but that's where Italy won the World Cup, right there, and I wish could have got closer, but I saw it with my own 2 eyes, so it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I think the whole point of this was just saying, we were born and raised in Canada, but I mean, when Greece won in 2004,
I was.
Italy hasn't won the Euro in a long time, but they made deep runs. World Cup was something. You just got to get behind that country or your background, right?
You do. I was actually in Greece when they won the Euro Cup.
That's wild.
And obviously they weren't at home when they played.
But it was in Lisbon.
It was pretty awesome.
It was in Lisbon. They beat Luis Figo, Nani.
Nanish. Remember Nanish and Kakash. No, Kakash Brazil.
Brazil. So that's pretty cool. I mean, has Ukraine ever had a Euro Cup? Shevchenko back there, producer?
No, but we could have went to go see them this
time. I know. Do you now that the schedule's out, which games do you guys know? What games you would have
had? We would have had
winner of Group A.
We
would have been able to see
second in Group
second in Group D.
Ukraine was, and if Italy was first place,
then
they would have met.
And you had like a game in Rome or something like that.
Yeah, but that would have been a Germany game.
Wow.
Yeah, so
it might have been Italy and
we could have potentially seen some
honestly.
really, really cool matchups. And man, I was so excited. I'm telling you, I had everything prepped and ready to go. I bought all this flamingo gear that I was going to be wearing on the beaches and stuff. I was so
buddy, trust me, when I went to Italy with a couple of the boys a couple of years ago, it was the same thing. I feel so bad that it got rejected. I mean, even still, if you kept your tickets, I guess you could still go. It would have to really line up with the timing with I mean, the quarantine and all that shit. Like, I don't even know what the rules are in Italy and Spain.
It would have been a shot in the dark if we wanted to keep our tickets.
It's not worth it. A lot of money could have went down the drain.
We still don't really know what's happening right now. Obviously, as we're sitting in third stage, whatever the fuck we are right now. But I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll get there eventually.
Super. It's going to be a really fun time. I can't wait for the game today. Past future. It's at 3 o'clock. So I don't know what's happening.
I'm stoked.
I don't remember the last time I saw Italy in international competition because they didn't qualify for the World Cup last World Cup.
6 years.
Remember that disaster? Yeah. Fucking Sweden. Yeah. Sweden in the Olympics.
Yeah. I mean, I couldn't believe that either.
Yeah, heartbreaking.
That was heartbreaking.
It was heartbreaking.
I think there was a lot of depressed Italians.
Yep, there definitely was. Do you have anything else you want to talk about quickly, Mike, before we try this new segment? Because I'm going to go change the camera quickly before we run out of space. So I don't know if you just want to talk to yourself. Improvisation, bro.
So I want to talk a little bit about that Logan Paul Floyd Mayweather fight. It was a clown show. I still watched it. I always tell myself I'm not going to watch those, but I always end up watching them because let's be honest, it's great entertainment. You never know if someone's going to die or get knocked out or something. So
yeah, we paid for the fight, right?
Yeah, paid for the fight. Did not illegally stream that fight. Correct?
No, piracy.
Because we would never, ever do that because I don't want to subject myself to anything like that.
Stupid the fucking game.
Yeah. Anyways, that's what boxing is going to turn into if this shit keeps going on. Don't get me wrong, Floyd Mayweather, genius, brilliant man. I respect him for earning $100 million, which is more than Michael Jordan and Wayne Gretzky. In
once he's retired too, like he's 44.
And the guy, I still believe he probably could have killed Logan Paul. Like I saw, if you see Floyd punch, man, like he packs some major power.
It's way too fast.
I mean, like that one, he connected with them. I'm pretty sure he was knocked out.
I know they keep saying it didn't happen. They tried to keep it going. He
definitely knocked him out.
Something happened.
100% knocked him out. I mean, I don't think there's any question. And that was one of the most real punches he actually threw in that fight. Like he was kind of dodging. You know, Logan had that spurt of he landed 0 of those punches on Floyd.
Yeah, he was slapping him.
Floyd could have danced around him the entire time if he wanted to, but he gave him some. I mean, Floyd in his old age, I guess, seems like he has a little bit of a heart now. It's because he didn't want to embarrass him on national television in front of people.
Yeah.
But I really do believe he could have killed him if he wanted to.
When he went on that little slapping tirade, it reminded me of who was it? It was I think it was Kuznetsov or Backstrom. We had talked about this before. Backstrom and Malkin.
Yeah, when they fought.
It was.
God, I do remember that. Yeah, it was bad. It was
so ridiculous.
Really bad. Yeah.
So Mike, we have a new segment. This is what we started to say before we got off the rails on the Euro talk, but that's what we do. We go off the rails. What are you pointing at?
The ground.
Why?
Do you see on the ground?
Oh yes, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
No comments. So we have a new segment. We came up with the idea a couple weeks ago. I don't even know if it's an idea. It's whatever.
I don't even really know what it is.
Well, we came up with the name today. So basically,
we did come up with the name.
So now you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
What I found a video on the internet that I came across. We're going to try and do this. And you guys at home listening or watching, send us videos to our social media, DM us, whatever, however you want to reach us.
John B. Christ.
And hopefully send us some videos that we haven't seen before. And we're going to try and do live reactions to them. But the point of this is we always see on Instagram that there's a lot of fake videos out there.
Hate it.
Of people pretending they're getting cheated on or fight. It's all fake videos. They're staged, right?
There's a guy that does pissing off my Asian father part 8.
Yeah.
And it's I mean, obviously maybe the first one was real, and then he got so many hits. He's like, oh, maybe I should do more. It's obviously not a surprise anymore. And it just kind of goes.
You could tell when they're staged, basically.
Yeah. And I don't like that shit. The first one's great, but don't overdo it. Take your second of fame.
Yeah. So I have a video that I'm gonna play here, and Mike, you haven't seen it yet.
Fucking mosquito bites.
So we're gonna do it. We're gonna play this little intro actually that I have, and this segment is called "Real or Freal" because we're gonna know if it's real or fake real.
Correct.
So we'll just have this little music in the background.
Freal is, it's like Gio mentioned, fake real. But it's
they're
also
milkshakes.
a delicious
and
milkshake.
Here they are. I have a picture of it. We'll pull it on screen. Oreos, cookies, and cream.
They are
Vanilla Bliss. Our producer's losing his mind right now.
About 1,300 calories each, so
they were real friggin' awesome.
If you ever skip a meal, you can just grab one of these. It should probably give you enough calories to last you maybe.
This music's kind of soothing. You can have the Oreo cookies and cream, the Vanilla Bliss, cool mint chocolate chip.
No, it's the Vanilla Bliss.
chocolate
chill.
Cake batter.
Peanut butter cup.
So those are Friels. But Mike, here is the video that I'm going to play for you. It is called Weatherman Melts Down on Live TV. So producer, I don't know if you saw this. It was going around. He did. He's giving us the head nod.
I don't think I've seen this one. I mean, I've seen the one where the weatherman is like, it's like he's a black weatherman and he's doing he's on the news, right? And then the bug flies in his mouth and he just loses his shit on live. I don't know if it's live or pre-recorded, but he just loses his shit. Well,
yeah.
And so I've seen that one. I don't know if this.
This is not this. This came out. It says November 30th, 2020, but it just went viral the other day. So I watched it at the start and I thought, yeah, this looks real. But then towards the end, I was like, something's up. So I'm gonna play it for you here, and we'll get your initial reaction.
David Watson's been monitoring traffic, but first we go to Ryan Marshall, who's out monitoring the snowfall. Ryan, what's it look like out there?
Yeah, it looks like snow, just like I predicted in my forecast from the studio. I'm not sure why I'm out here literally looking around. It looks like snow. You could just take a video of it snowing and show that. Why do I have to be here to describe snowfall? It's pretty self-explanatory.
Seems like the cold has gotten you in an icy mood yourself, Ryan.
Okay, you know what, Shannon? I am an icy mood, okay? Shannon. Nice pun, by the way. All right, I was just standing out here for 20 minutes waiting for you guys to throw to me, and I was just, doing some thinking.
Snow angels.
I spent $120,000 on a degree and 4 years in college to come out here and look around and describe what I see. I literally learned that in kindergarten. I Spy.
Is no one going to talk about how this is the child of Andrew Bernard and Aaron Rodgers? Like, what the fuck is going on, dude? Besides what he's saying,
it's so true.
Dude, I cannot look away from that. Like, I can't think about anything else right now than Aaron Rodgers had somehow birthed a child with Andrew Bernard.
So is this Andy Rodgers or Aaron Bernard?
Well, his real name's Ed Helms, so maybe I should use his real name.
Yes.
If people don't know who Andrew Bernard is, you probably should, and you should probably watch The Office.
Aaron Helms and Ed Rodgers.
Yes, Ed Rodgers.
Ed Rodgers.
I like that name. I like that name. That's Ed Rodgers.
Okay.
I mean, that's unbelievable, though. Anyways,
it is pretty canny. But what are your thoughts so far?
My
Initial
thoughts so
reaction.
far is that it's pretty good acting. I just don't think it's real, but I think it's quite hilarious.
Makes zero sense. Also, you know what else?
Because this guy's too funny to not be an actor.
A nice day or sunny.
I'll give you my thoughts at the end.
You never send me out to the lake or to the pool for a live shot, but when there's a hurricane or snowing or a blizzard or a flood, send me out there. I'll cover it perfect.
I guess you have
So I'm going to stop it right there because
I guess you have a point.
That is like yeah, he might be acting. This guy's definitely a weatherman. But
is he really a weatherman?
Probably, but he's just putting on this shtick probably to get hits because it's fucking got to be boring to report the weather, especially if it probably started out right. That's why I'm calling.
I wonder if the network okayed that.
I'm calling Friel on it. I think they came across with this idea. Let's try and get some YouTube hits. It's slow November
so
cold day.
It's not even like
this is staged 100%.
I was kind of saying this is a whole production. It's not even a real news thing, but. You could be right. You could.
It's
maybe
both.
The news is
it's both.
Well, okay. Well, let's finish it. We'll talk.
A point there, Ryan. We're looking at these reports, and the forecast doesn't look good. People are worried. Have you spoken to any locals?
Look around. Does there look like there's any locals out here? Everything is closed. Everyone is inside. The only reason I'm outside is to tell people not to come outside. What am I doing with my life?
Well, you sure are brave, Ryan. Any word on what we can expect overnight?
Yeah, more of this. Actually, 12 to 18 inches more of this. But don't worry, guys. I'm fine. Don't worry about me. I got this sleeveless vest that you guys making
Patagonia.
me wear. My literal fingers
God, yeah,
are about to
probably
freeze off. I
Denver,
got
Colorado.
frostbite, but it's fine because we got the logo in the shot. Great.
And then it cuts to the logo. That might be the best part at the very end. He goes, I get the logo in the shot, but it cuts to the logo.
Listen, that's some good shit. That's actually some good shit. That was funny. I enjoyed that thoroughly.
It's gotta be fake though.
I
gotta be
the more
fake.
I watch it, I don't think it's real. I don't even think it's a real news network. And I like your idea.
The Denver, Colorado.
Like, I'm sure the network is real. I just don't think they're on the network. Shannon and what's his name? She's not going to be like, you got a point there, Robert, or whatever.
Yeah.
Ed Rogers. But like, yeah,
Ed Rogers.
She's not going to like feed into it. They're gonna cut him if
Well, that's what I'm saying.
If
And
it wasn't planned, right? So, but you're right. I see what your point is. I don't think that's what they're doing. If that's what they're doing,
trying to get some hits.
That
go
opens
viral.
that opens another thing though. Like, I mean, the news is supposed to be reporting it's supposed to be kind of serious and like, you don't want people just like watching the news because it's entertainment, because it's not supposed to be entertainment. It's supposed to be factual, and you don't want people I don't know, that to me, like I just don't think the news would do that. I mean,
who knows, dude? I don't know.
I don't know.
Like, because I would have thought, first of all, that Shannon, I think was her name Sharon.
I don't remember that. I don't remember the guy's name. I just remember
Ed Rogers. So Ed Rogers is standing there giving this report, and Sharon behind at the studio or whatever. She's clearly got pre-planned questions. You know what I mean? Like, it almost seemed like she knew he wasn't gonna not answer them, or they weren't gonna cut it off. They were like probably thinking, let's put fucking Ed Rogers out there in a vest in the snow and see what happens. Go viral. Pretend like he's losing his mind.
I mean, that's super creative. I don't think the people of Denver are that creative. Like,
They could have been high.
I mean, they could have. That's true.
They could have been high.
Like, definitely increase the creativity.
Had a good sativa and be like, "Yo, Ed, go
nice
stand outside."
Afternoon sativa. Yeah, that stuff slaps. But yeah, like I just don't think it's a real news. I don't think he's on the news, and I'm sure Shannon's an actual anchor. I just think they did a voiceover for someone else. Like, I think that's someone else's voice. But kudos. It was a funny video. Like, I enjoyed watching it.
It was, yeah. I do, maybe before we go here, maybe we'll cut it. We'll cut the episode a little bit short this week.
Poor guy, though.
We spent the whole time building this whole thing, and we're sweating. What were you gonna say though?
Pretty hot. I was just gonna say, poor guy. I mean, it's not absurd. It's not obscene to think someone could snap like that. So,
Yeah. I did want to do a cold call.
Oh, yes.
So this is something I'm going to throw up right there.
Yes.
My uncle had texted me a couple days ago. I think it was Monday. And he sent me this picture that I'm going to throw up right here.
Dude, it looks better. It looks even better.
It's perfect, right? So this is the Nike Fry is what he's calling it.
Dude, that's actually really cool.
Dude, I saw the picture and I was like, holy shit, that is identical to the Nike logo. Yeah. And I told him this video game, it's called Among Us, and I think it's like 8 characters. They're little like Crazy Bones. They look like Crazy Bones. Remember Crazy Bones?
They're just like a jellyfish with legs.
Just legs. It's just like a little
and one
thing.
Eye, one goggle.
And someone in the UK, maybe I'll find Harry O'Ron.
Oh, Harry O'Ron.
Someone in the UK had sold a chicken nugget. McDonald's chicken nugget that looked exactly like the video game character.
Chicken nuggies.
Maybe I'll find a picture. I'll throw it up right here as well. And I said to my uncle, I was like, hold on, like, save this.
Don't eat it.
Don't eat it. Save it. This, like, a chicken nugget just sold for $100K or 100 pounds. So it might have been more than 100,000 pounds. Sorry. It might have been
pounds.
You guys are math guys. What's the equivalent of 100,000 pounds in like Canadian?
165 to 175. Yeah,
170,000.
175,000 Canadian.
It's a lot of coin. It's a lot of scratch. A lot of scratch.
It's a lot of Dogecoin, that's for sure.
Yeah. So I said, save this. So we have that picture, and then there's also this other picture beside the shoe.
Yep.
Like, look how identical that is.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, it's great. It's really cool, actually. Like, I'm shocked.
So we want to throw it online. Try and get some money for it.
Yeah.
Is that like idiotic?
I don't think so, man. I mean,
there's some pretty stupid people out
first
there.
First of all, is what idiotic? Throwing it online and expecting to get money for it, or the fact that people are paying money for
both
shit like this? Because the former is not idiotic. The idiotic part is the people buying this shit.
Yeah,
for
exactly.
100K or 100 Great British pounds or whatever you want to call it. Great 10 billion Dogecoin. I don't care. It's actually ridiculous. Maybe we should turn this into an NFT. Make our first NFT. What do you think?
That's what I was saying. I don't know how to make an NFT. Like, no one.
You're the tech guy.
Do I have to go to school for that?
Figure it out.
Figure
figure it out. I will figure it out, but we definitely want to put it on eBay. But what do you think we should start the price at? You have to guess. Because you maybe want to try and get like a bidding war. This is hilarious. We're talking about a fucking
You should
French
put it
fry.
online for a Big Mac meal, and people would be like, okay, like.
But what if it actually sells for just a Big Mac meal? And
Well, you don't have to actually sell it for a Big Mac meal or best offer. Put Big Mac meal or OBO.
Like, do you know how auctions on eBay work? I don't know how. Have you ever done an?
I've
start
done,
with a number, right?
I've done
Time
on
limit.
Kijiji. I've done on. You can put it even for like. You know what? I don't know. I don't know how the eBay auctions work, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know how it works either, but we tried last week. Should we just try and do this on the fly?
We're just gonna, is just a random one.
Yeah, like an auctioneer script, and we'll just try and do it fast. We did like the what was it? The copyright stuff, right? So this is a script, but like,
dude, I can't do this
because the same uncle I'm talking about, he actually said he wants to become one of those people. Are they called auctioneers?
I know of a few people who are auctioneers, and they
auctioneer opening statements.
They do quite well.
He showed me this guy on YouTube once that actually
it's tough, right? Like it's got to be tough.
It's got to be tough.
It's an acquired skill, that's for sure.
I forget. Yeah,
do you go to school for this? Do you think?
He said you got to take a course or something. Like there's something
like you must got to lubricate your mouth or some shit because
dude, they literally teach them how to do this. I don't know
the friction.
I like. Do you see anything here of like a script or?
No, this is more like a lesson.
Yeah, like a lesson. I just wanted to look for a script. It goes, hey, now I got 45 over here, 45. Anyone reads their hand for the next 45, 45. I got 50. We're on 51. But he said there was an actual way to doing it. Like there's certain things to say.
Go to auctioneer chant practice.
Auctioneer what in the video?
Right here. Second.
Auctioneer chant practice. I think like I thought you just have to talk really fast. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
But there's actual drills and exercises.
Like ow now brown cow.
It's stuff like that. Like
yes tape.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to do it next time, but I mean
we'll figure it out. We'll give it a shot. We'll give home ec another shot.
Yeah, we can but anyway, back to the fry. I was thinking like 5,000. 6. The chicken nugget fucking sold for 100,000. Like what's the limit here?
Well, no one's going on eBay and searching Nike French fry, right?
That was the first thing. Like, where do we
You're gonna
actually
have to start low, and you just got to keep the bidding open for an extended period of time. So don't close the bidding
on eBay though, or is there like an actual place where you sell novelty looking things?
Dude, you're not. I don't know, but like
I don't know either. Yeah,
but no. I mean, there might be a place. At least you want to take it to Spencer's. Like I don't know. So what you could do is like start the bidding low, right? Like do $1, Bob, like that, and then try to get some traction on it. Maybe share it on social media and stuff. Throw it up on TikTok.
But this is what I'm saying. If it ends up getting to like $6,
yeah, but don't close the bidding. Like you have the power to
keep
not
it open forever.
Close the bidding.
Yeah, right. See, the Oz is telling us to start it high.
You think so? Really?
Because I don't want to get, this is what I was about to say. I don't want to get locked into a corner where if people actually bid on it and it stops at like 850,
but why?
And when the bidding, because the bidding, there has to be a time period.
Fine.
You can't have it unlimited.
Fine. You got to set the
floor. You know what I'm
You
saying?
got to set the floor.
You got to set a floor.
Right. You got to make someone think that this is valuable. Okay, I like it.
There you go.
I like it. I'm sold.
Yeah,
I like it.
You're right. But back to the question: what do we start at? People, call in right now. 1,000? 1,000. Yeah, I think it's got to be. You got to. Like you gotta let them know
$20.69.
Yeah, you gotta let them know.
And
this is what exactly I'm looking for at the bare minimum.
If we don't get traction, we can drop it a little bit.
Yeah, but we'll throw it on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. We'll do the whole thing.
We'll talk about it. We'll share it. Right.
We'll do the whole thing
when we figure out what we're gonna do with it.
So we debuted the real or freel. We did our big science fact. Is there anything else on your mind, Mike, that you want to, what's got you, anything that's got you speaking in all caps this week?
I don't know.
There's nothing really I can think off the top of my head. Is anything bothering you this week?
I woke up in a pretty good mood today.
Anything about the hockey?
The ransomware stuff.
Ransomware, what's that?
With Colonial Pipeline.
Colonial.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ooh, I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, I didn't do a deep dive into that stuff.
Colonial pipelines and Bitcoin?
Yeah,
next time.
It's an interesting
wild
one. Yeah, it's convoluted. It's really convoluted. It is. Like, there's a lot going on. So
fair enough. What else have I ever done on our improvisation board? Hey, Brooksy, that Brooks and Bryson. So we are going to the golf course on Saturday, like we mentioned. We'll try and do some content. But if you guys are fans of golf or whatever, that shit has to be the funniest thing I've ever seen on tour in a long time. It's like turning into Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're going to have people out there that are just, when Bryson's teeing off with this fucking newsboy hat, which I did wear for a golf tournament one time, but just for novelty, I would never actually wear that thing around. Doesn't Eminem have those Kangol hats?
He does.
Kangol makes those like newsboy hats, doesn't he?
No, but the army hat, like the
only
one
people
he's wearing right there.
Literally in that picture, yes. But what I was going to say, like the only people I've ever seen newsboy hats are newsboys from the 1920s, Bryson DeChambeau, and like fucking...
And Francis Ouellette.
We met.
Sorry.
Poets and like jazz musicians. Like,
yeah. Wow, wow.
Like snapping their fingers and shit like that. What was I going to say though? What were we talking about?
But yeah, we were talking about going to the golf course.
Oh, and Bryson Brooksy. So it's literally like Happy Gilmore all over again. Every time Bryson's out there taking a shot, oh boy, Brooksy. Yeah. As long as it doesn't get to this point where everyone is yelling out,
"You suck, you jackass."
We don't want to go full Happy Gilmore. First of all, I was standing at the green, and then I saw two guys with their pants down, and I saw on one cheek HA, and on the other one PPY on the other.
How am I supposed to chip with that going on, Doug?
Yeah, and it's petty as fuck of Bryson to literally get security and police to be like, hey, get that guy, throw him out of there. I'll pull up that clip, but I also talked about Davis Love back in like the 90s. Some guy was following him around the golf course, and he was saying, hey, no love. So I want to try and find that.
That is hilarious. That's something that I would do. Like, I mean, every other sport has hecklers and people, when you're in the stands at a baseball game and stuff, like you're sitting there chirping the center fielder.
Yeah, right? Absolutely. Yeah.
People sometimes will throw popcorn. You'll ask for some peanuts and shit.
Before I find that sound clip, what is the ghost making right now? It's smelling. I could smell it through the walls.
It's probably like a chicken cutlet,
Chicken cutlet?
Yeah, maybe like a chicken parm.
Is this it here? Okay, maybe I think I found the clip.
Love the third has trouble ignoring some hecklers on the course.
Are you guys saying it?
Are you guys saying that? Is that you?
What are you guys saying? Me? Yeah, you're the one saying it? I'm saying it. We're not leaving here until somebody tells us who it was.
Which one are you guys saying, no love? I just think it's so petty. Like, first of all, you're an incredible golfer that you can golf and chip with that shit going on, Doug.
Yeah.
With all those people around. Like, me and my girlfriend were talking about it. It's like, how the fuck, I think it was in the Memorial last weekend. It was the playoff hole. Cantlay was literally in the crowd. He had drove it off to the right. And it's like, how do you shoot that well with all these people around him? Like, these guys are pros, but there's clearly some people living rent-free in Davis Love's head, Bryson's head.
Of course, yeah.
But I think
it's the sport of golf because it's a shit. I mean, it's a hard game.
And I mean,
when you're doing bad, listen, when I'm doing bad, I'll blame everyone but myself. I'll blame you for fucking breathing in my backswing. I'll blame this guy for playing well.
He was my friend.
He was my friend. He was your friend.
A little heavy.
I'm going to find him. I'm gonna kill him.
We're gonna pull up those Harry Potter TikToks next week, and we're gonna try and impersonate them at the same time.
They're pretty good.
But
pretty good.
My overall point being, we keep going off the rails, improvisation.
Yeah.
But the more Bryson keeps telling people to get lost, the more people are going to do it. And what do you think is going to happen next February at the Waste Management Open, where they got the 16th hole, where it's a stadium atmosphere?
It's going to be great. Who cares?
It's going to be like, no, on the tee, Bryson. You're going to hear some chatter in the background because there's like a couple thousand people.
Yeah.
But then he's just going to, get away, Brooksy! Come on, Brooksy! And they're just going to lose it.
Sound effect.
What is he going to do? Fucking everyone, get out. Please, get out. I need my notebook. I need to read the greens. You know what I mean? Like, fuck.
I don't think you should. I don't think they should be able to kick people out for that shit, to be honest. I mean, if it's excessive, if they're like, calling them slurs or, that sort of thing.
Of course, obviously.
Kick them out for sure.
But if you're just calling the guy Brooksy.
I mean, it's all in good fun, Like, it's not like they're really hurting your feelings. Come on.
I guess that's what I'm saying, Brooksy.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I mean. We should get Tortorella out there on the tour.
Oh, yeah. You should.
Yeah.
Just giving Larry...
Kick him off the tour, Doug.
Suspended. Oh, man. That's awesome. I mean, I'm definitely going to be tracking that at the U.S. Open in a couple weeks. I mean, they'll probably never do it, but to pair Brooks Koepka and Bryson DeChambeau together and then throw in like fucking Phil with them as well. Like, just have the best threesome possible on the course.
Fucking like, he would just throw gas on that fire like crazy, man.
It's funny. My uncle is calling me right now.
Oh.
The one about the French fry.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's because I told him I was going to call him, but I don't have the Bluetooth set up right now, so we'll just leave it for now.
We will.
We'll end the episode there. We'll come back next week. We'll give you an update on the French fry.
Lots to go
Harry
through.
Potter TikTok. What was it? The conva, the pipeline. The colonial pipeline,
Colonial
pipeline, Bitcoin.
Yes, Bitcoin.
And we'll give you some updates on the Islanders Tampa series, Montreal. I mean,
fuck Boston, by the way.
Yeah,
Fuckers.
fuck Boston, fuck Montreal. But you know what? Kudos, they made it this far.
I can't even say fuck Montreal because I mean,
no, you can't. But man, it makes me so mad seeing how far they're going right now.
Don't get me wrong. I was real sad. I was deep.
But
sad.
dude, look at Vegas and Colorado right now. Like they're gonna. I think Montreal's gonna get steamrolled.
Yeah.
They're getting steamrolled. There's the blanket.
there's the
Oz is holding up.
There's the Has. Habs.
Fuck that shit. But guys, thank you everyone for listening or watching today's episode. Remember to hit the like and subscribe button.
Smash.
If you haven't already, and leave a nice rating or review, or don't leave a nice rating or review. We really don't care. Hit us up on social media. At Improversation Pod on TikTok and TikTok and Instagram, or at Improversation P on Twitter.
Not very good, I guess.
It's not good, eh? So remember to on those platforms.
That thing scares me.
And let us know which celebrity or character impression you want to hear next week. But until then, take care and comb your hair.